Please remember to like, comment, subscribe.
Don't do that.
So, does anybody want some spell scrolls?
What do you
Keep
think?
them.
Please,
Does anybody want my crossbow?
please,
I do.
Can I give
Side
Archer my crossbow?
yeah, he's just going to have to get rid of the short sword, so I'm sure that's not going to be a problem.
Nope.
Just means Archer can never attack adjacent if he ever wants to, but again, not a problem.
Does he ever really want to?
Exactly. No, I am thread's hair away from saying that you guys can only search a room once, because I'm going to be honest, this wandering through every room and searching it for treasure when it's pretty much not going to do you guys any good is
Kind of a waste of time.
yeah.
But you know how close I was to the 100. Who unlocked the board?
I did. All right.
Oh.
Accidents happen.
Essentially, there was a dead cut the crap out.
No, the thing is that what's bothering me is that he had no right living through that. He had no right. I mean, that's the thing, is he was being a risk to himself by going in there, possibly getting a monster that could have possibly killed him. I'm a little annoyed that it didn't, because he keeps doing this because he never runs into something that does kill him. If he would have run into an obstacle that he would kill him, he might think twice about it, but he hasn't.
He's the only one who's really died so far, though, so it doesn't really stop him, as you've learned.
Anyway.
Yeah, he technically died that run. He just had a potion. You
Anyway.
killed him. You did it.
I'm not doing it for now.
That's what I do. I'm murky.
Yeah, but not anymore. That's kind of the implied message there. Just keep it short.
Alright, I'll stop running around the dungeon. But if I come across a room, I'm gonna search it.
Well, yeah, that one's alright. I don't think anybody's going to blame you for searching.
I just kind of wish someone would have died because he decided to go and search a room instead of help. I was hoping that something would have happened as a repercussion. I'm just a little upset that my monsters didn't do the damage they should have done in this dungeon.
You almost fucking got me.
Alright, let me see. Did I get everything?
Looks like
Anyway,
it.
it's not a big deal. I'm just getting frustrated because the dice rolls just always seem to be against me right when I'm about to get you guys. Right when I'm about to take you guys out, the dice rolls turn against me.
Yep.
Oh well, it is what it is. I still think it's been fun. The thing that gets me is the reason why I don't like it when the dice rolls go that way is because it gets kind of boring.
I think the board is back in its place, right?
Yeah, the last army was kind of...
And when I'm recording these and trying to put them out there for entertainment value, it's like, okay, seriously, there's no challenge here. You guys are just winning, and it's like, okay, fuck.
Yeah, the fact that big army didn't do hardly any damage was really ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, oh, you know, you can watch that and you basically get bored. It's like, okay, when are they going to kill the monsters? Because they're obviously not killing the heroes. But oh well.
I know. I still liked our big fight in the southern room. It was fun.
that I entirely missed out on.
Yeah, you
well, I
did.
had some undead. I'm the bane of the undead, so I priorities.
There were some close calls. I mean, I can't be too mad. There were some close calls. A potion did get knocked out. Of course, Gray did pick up 2 more potions immediately, so there's that.
That's just what Gray does.
But, you know, overall, you know, like I said, it's a good experience. And just, ooh, why are these locked? Okay, unlock those. Are you guys spending any cash or moving any of it around? You guys don't have enough to replace the armor that was melted.
So, Archer.
Hmm?
How about you giving me 1 crossbow and I give you the Orcsbane, so you still get that
Nope.
melee attack?
But I don't really want a melee attack. I don't ever use it. And I've taken turn to switch anyway.
Just asking. It might be an advantage if I can do a range attack also.
Alright, so Gray has 2 4 hit points and a regular hit point potion. Are you moving any of those around, by the way?
Nah.
Really?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, you renamed them. Yeah, that works.
Just can't stack them. If I stack them, they lose their name.
I'm giving Mr. Wizard my potion again.
Yay!
I could give Archer a potion under strict rules.
Actually, you know what? I have my potion of defense, wizard.
Kick ass.
Nice.
Is it give the wizard gifts day or something?
Yes.
Yeah, we are the 3 wise men from the north or
And-
something. We are giving you a potion of defense, a healing potion, and a magic dagger.
And a
Oh,
crossbow.
wow, you finally get some magic dagger.
Yeah, you just gotta sell the things right to me. Like right now, we're doing the whole Jesus story of the 3 wise men giving him gifts.
Oh, God. Really? Yeah, I guess you got to play in Gray's Insanity if you want Gray to do anything for you.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
That was good. Don't mind me. I just, it's the.
It is frustrating. When
I
you miss
want,
that.
I want that epic clash. I don't care that you win. I just I'm sitting here like, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Miss. Nothing's happening. There's no tension
Block,
here.
block.
There's no tension here. Fuck. Fuck.
You're gonna fudge the rolls. Just roll in a hidden zone and.
You got all your attention in that rip. Sorry.
Yeah, but that was a pretty awesome fight, though. I was,
That was.
You guys messed with my plans a bit. That could have gone a little better for me, but at the same time, like I said, I got a potion, so I'm cool with that.
Nice.
I'm just glad I jumped in that room. Barb, you're so healy.
I could give you 1 potion under strict regulations.
Oh? And what would that be?
Don't give it to
This
the dwarf.
You got it.
I think I could agree to that.
The question is, which one do I give you?
Just give me one of the 4 ones. Got 2 of them.
Yeah, but that's a set. I'll just give you the regular one because the others are kind of marked on my sheet, and then Kage would have to kind of rewrite its own stuff.
Ooh, that's so much effort.
Oh, I don't want to give him more effort than necessary. So
Whatever floats your boat. Here, just take it
there you
down.
go. Yeah, under no circumstances is this potion to get into the hands of the dwarf.
I don't know what to do with the Tempest and Genie, by the way. I kind of want to keep them,
them.
but I don't really want to keep them.
Well, keep them for someday you're going to use them. You're one of our magic users.
I know, but I usually just shoot stuff.
That's true.
And if I do like the Tempest, I can't shoot anything that turn, so yeah.
You can
I might
only
just
put
give nothing on.
you can only put official spells in the ring, right? Not a spell
Yeah.
scroll.
Mm-hmm. I'm not even sure how spell scrolls work to begin with. Like,
One
can't
time
you
you just are consumed, I think.
Yeah, can't you just kind of unravel it and just write it? Like, grab a piece of paper and write a second one?
It's written in magical ink.
Well, we just milked the wizard.
I'm going to give our fancy wizard my scrolls, I think. That way he has double Genie, double Tempest.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have some variety on the characters. Like, he already has
It
those
is,
spells.
but-
It'd be nice to have them spread out over the dungeon. Like, we cross off each other regularly. Like, we split up. It'd be nice to have 2 groups of a genie in case of doubt.
Well, I know I'm not going to use the Tempest. That's just not going to happen.
And on the other hand, those scrolls are potentially more valuable than his spell, so...
Well, yeah, he definitely used
So
his
what
before
were
he-
you doing down here? Healing potion, spell ring.
That's what she said.
Spell ring should be here, I think. Maybe the healing potion should go there.
I think he can settle his own stuff.
I'm just helping Archer.
Yeah, I was just putting scrolls over there.
That dagger went to. Oh no, that's a sword.
That's my first thing.
Alright, so I'll get rid of that.
But still,
Hey, Dad, do you really think you need a crossbow?
you can only use one bow at a time.
I know.
You have no regrets. Also, he got it from me, so you remember regulations apply.
He does
So
make a
then he
point.
can give his old bow to me and keep the bow he just got from you. Those don't have any regulations.
Well,
Oh,
he
no,
got it.
we'll see next time.
He got it under the implied condition.
Yeah, but you're the barbarian. All he heard was.
Wait, his ears are broken? Oh,
And
he's-
Gray disconnected again.
Oh, wow, it's been a while, actually.
Hey.
That was fun. Creepy, I imagine you are going to just take care of yourself here, right?
I don't know how to fucking explain it. You know, for a while I'll feel better, and then I'll feel crappy, but then I'll feel better. I'm gonna take a hot shower, because like, if you guys had noticed, I had been muting myself a lot.
Well, actually, we didn't really notice, because when you're muted, we don't really hear anything.
Not sure. I always thought there was like, because I have a low quality mic, there was like always some sort of, you know, like when I would stretch or, you know, fuck with something on my desk, you guys would hear it. But no,
I heard too much.
I've been muting myself a lot because I've been coughing up just a bunch of this crap, and you know, initially I don't feel so good right afterwards, but after a while, you know, I start feel a little bit better, and then another coughing fit comes, yada yada. But tell you what, let me jump in the shower, take a nice hot shower, and I will see how I feel after that, and I will text you, and we will plan from there.
Forsooth.
Oh, another hazard card.
So, yep. All right. As always, was fun, gentlemen. Sorry if my brain not being at top condition led to some misunderstandings, but
nah, you guys you did fine. The dungeon run went very well. Honestly, like I said, even though I was kind of upset with the end, there was a lot of really good moments there. You know, that's the stuff that I think is interesting and entertaining to watch. So, and everyone did perform well. You guys did it. I honestly think you guys really did foil a few plans on a few of those. So, good job, everyone.
Yeah,
I decided to cut out for a moment.
You decided to kage out for a moment? What?
Oh, my internet decided to.
And
now
will
is a good time.
have a new Steam profile pic next time we meet.
Ooh, interesting. I can't wait to see it.
Well, go ahead and add me on your friends list, and you can see it right now. Because I changed it during the session, so due to the fact that I was in session, it wasn't going to instantly change.
There, it's changed.
What?
No, it isn't.
Not on mine.
It is on mine.
Yep.
Still the same for me. So that's interesting. Nope, still the same.
Weird.
Probably because you're the host.
Could be. That was fun. We found some good stuff, though. Especially that Genie and Tempest Scroll. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you guys got pretty lucky on those scroll finds. Two of the more powerful air spells right there.
Yep, and I gave him the Creeper, so he's got double Genie, double Tempest.
Oh, he's going to hate me next map.
He could potentially triple Genie.
I could potentially, and that is a thought, but no, I like having that extra heal because what was it, EP2 or EP3? It fucking saved our asses.
Yeah, it is worth it. At least you have the option of shit gets real bad. You have an extra Genie and Tempest now, so.
Yep.
By the way, I don't ever keep anything for myself, do I? I just use my spells and my crossbow.
Alright, like I said, I'm gonna go jump in the shower, see how I feel after that, and...
You have a good shower, man.
Yep. Kage, you up for food? Should we get together?
Food!
Yeah, I haven't eaten since we started this, so...
You and me both, so... Come on over to the States.
It's been a pretty long one indeed.
So, I'm going to tell you guys, you know how Kellar's Keep here has been a step up from the first 10, for the first 14 dungeons?
It's more difficult, or what do you mean?
Yeah, it's been more difficult, more interesting, a bit more fun, right? And it's been, the challenge level has definitely spiked, right?
Mm-hmm.
The next one's even worse.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
So, while I might be a little salty right now,
I'm
wondering,
The Witchlord one.
When I'm just wondering how the Witchlord one's going to play out, because it does get tough, and there are quests beyond that for the European version that we can adjust to this for even more fun.
Oh god, we're gonna die so bad.
You haven't yet. I've killed you guys once or twice on a few early dungeons before you guys got all this gear, but beyond that, fuck you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Oh, I thought for sure that army was going to kill one of you. I thought for sure it was. After you guys had such a hard time with the Chaos Warriors and the Chaos Warlock, I was like, you surely aren't going to get through this unscathed. Those dice rolls. And the odds just don't add up. 50% skull chance. 30% shield chance. Meh? Alright, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I do love the way that group of enemies is there right at the exit door, though. It just kind of threw everybody off. Like,
yeah, I did not see that coming.
That
That was a lot, man.
It was a lot of monsters. It really was.
Wow.
I don't know if you guys will have too hard of a time with the next one looking at it. There's really not too much that I'm seeing that I think you'll have a hard time with at all. But it is an interesting design. Mm-hmm. And there's actually some interesting things about it compared to the European version, which I'll talk about when we finish it. Beyond that, Belorn's Mine, which honestly looks very easy. It's just I think it's just kind of an interim quest. And then there's the East Gate. The East Gate may give you some trouble. There's a pretty nasty mechanic in this one.
So, on a related note, Kage, have you been sort of keeping an eye on my chat? Because there were some interesting things said.
Every now and then.
I know you've been in there. I'm pretty sure Dushar has been reading it, so if you want the highlights, he can fill you in.
Well, what I have read and what I remember, we'll see. There was some interesting
Discussion on game mechanics and stuff like that.
Yeah. Exactly, and Socrates' opinion on a certain player. I don't know. I hope Socrates is like fucking around when we were saying that shit. And silence tells me nothing.
Silence.
Oh, I actually accidentally hit mute there. Didn't mean to. Yep. I was refreshing a web page. Oh, I really need to reassign those hotkeys.
Yep. But
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
It's all good. I get a little salty at the end of the dungeons when those dice rolls just start fucking up, but beyond that, honestly, I'm enjoying it, and I think I think everything's going well. I just can't help it. It's that competitive spirit, and it's not, as I've told Archer before, it's not like I have a burning desire to kill you all and make you lose. It's that when it doesn't feel like it's getting challenging, it frustrates me, because it's like, from a player standpoint and from like a presenter standpoint, it's like, if there's not that, like, it's like watching a show where you know that there's no sense of danger because of every possible piece of danger that the characters get into, they get saved by Deus Ex Machina. It's like, then you start realizing, oh, well, the characters will never die. So.
And there's also that thing I linked in the Skype group, which I found on the forum, that on any of your turns, if there are no monsters on the board, you get to place a wandering monster in any of the explored rooms. That could make things more interesting.
Well, it's can versus opposed will, but like, all right, we'll arbitrarily say there are 20 rooms on that board. Yeah, I don't remember how many.
There's 22 because we have 22 search tokens.
Okay. And we're going through and we're searching stuff, and see from someone who has DM'd, ST, GM'd, whatever you want to call it, many games in the past. Like, this is seriously something I would do to fuck with my players if they were like heavily geared, kind of like we are. I would be, putting wandering monsters in rooms that have already been searched, but due to the fact that they're out of everyone's line of sight, they're not going to show up on the board till one of them physically sees the monster. And by that point, if you're just going new, and just kicking indoors and smashing everything down, you come back out in the hallway and suddenly there's a 16-block long hallway of nothing but, wandering monsters, and then shit gets real.
So usually the wandering monsters aren't really the kind of monster you want to encounter in mass, like Femira, Chaos Warrior. So Chaos Warriors have been rare. Like, you don't want to encounter like 5-6 different Chaos Warriors just because the
Well, that's why I just said, wandering monsters.
Well, they are wandering monsters on some dungeons.
I may consider, because I'm actually surprised the wandering monsters haven't been as upgraded. Like, I understand because it's like the start of a new quest, and the Femmers have been a challenge before. But I'm almost wondering if I'll upgrade some of the wandering monsters at some point. I don't know. I may not have to, because looking at the next ones, it looks like they've been upgraded for me.
Great.
Well, that's reassuring.
Oh, I was going to make a joke about how, like, completely classist the item shop is. Everything but 2 items cannot be used by wizard.
Yeah. Well, me and Archer were talking about that a little bit at one point. It's really hard to balance the wizard in a game like this. Because when you think about it, you have all the power. You have all the control. I could maybe get one big monster in a dungeon, right?
You
the way they're
all
designed.
the power.
And all you have to do is immobilize it and nuke it down. And I can't do much about that.
Yeah.
So the problem lies
I can
in...
do that once.
Right, but that's usually all you need, because there's... So that's where the problem lies, right? Most dungeons only have one big bad, if at all. Some don't. And so if you had, like, for example, we talked about, well, what if we let you use your spells more often or something like that? Well, then you get into the trouble of, okay, well, you're already powerful enough to take down a big bad by yourself. Giving you more power would just mean you're going to clear everything out.
Yeah. Well,
and the problem is...
That's not what I'm arguing. Is I don't want more spells. I don't need more spells. I think the spells I have are good. I use them to my strengths, which has worked out fairly well so far. I really love having that fucking magic ring where I can heal twice. My problem is lying in either, and one will fix the other, either my AC or my hit points. Because my AC, like, if I get attacked by, something that doesn't roll shitty twice, I'm done.
Right, but that's kind of my point on that. It's not just the spells, though. With the magical artifacts you have, you actually are just one, well, now that I melted his armor, you're only really 1 defense die shy of what Archer has. Now, granted, you have fewer hit points, but at the same time, that's kind of what it is. You're a glass cannon. You can put out a crap ton of damage. You just can't take it. Because I've thought about it. I'm like, well, if we buff the wizard in any way, like if I gave you another defense die or another attack die or something like that, well, then you're kind of comparable to a standard melee warrior or a melee adventurer with the addition of the spells. Like, the game system itself can't really handle it, is what it feels like. I know that the UK version has, like, additional armor for the wizard, but the UK version also has all the monsters at 1 hit point. It's really weird. Like, the UK version is, like, you think this is easy, the UK version, you guys would be walking all over. It's pretty sad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the problem is, like the only other way I could see a way around it is, the way that I've seen it is each of the different elements have 3 spells.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, like say, like the other side of courage, like, you know, like a spell like Mage's Armor, just to put it in something, you know, me and you would understand. You know, I have a temporary armor boost while I'm in line of, you know, hostiles, which I could see that working, but then what is so funny?
Matsuro says you're playing a wizard, you're supposed to be in the back, and Burner replies, all he has to say is spell sword.
Battle Mage, fuck you. But, no.
Well, and honestly, even though it helps me, in a way I've been frustrated that Gray's been holding onto those daggers. Just because that would give you something else to do rather than wait.
Oh, if I got a hold of those daggers, fun times.
They don't really work that one. Like, you have them only once, so it's not like they're going to be much of a game changer.
True.
Like, if he has to wait 20 turns and has 3 daggers, it's not really going to affect much.
No, but that fight against Gregor, or whatever his name was, would have gone very differently. Could have very well gone differently.
You sure he could deal 1 damage?
Yeah, because there was at least 1 Chaos Warrior that was down on hit points. There were any number of chances that if he had it, I would have been forced to make different moves. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying I kind of question why you even have them when you have so much damage on you already. And like I said, it helps me. So, you know, keep them. Keep them. By all means. I just, then I don't worry about them. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I don't know what the answer is really to that, because bringing the wizard up closer to the other heroes, like we're already seeing, like, yeah, the problem here is that the wizard can do so much, but at the same time the wizard does so little. Right? Most of the game, a wizard is spent waiting for the opportune moment to use his stuff. And if that moment never comes, then the wizard never does anything. And so obviously the problem there is that's not really no fun for anyone, because then the wizard doesn't, you know, basically sits there and is just tagging along. Which is nice to see that you're able to get in there with the staff every now and then, do some damage, and hell, you've been killing more things than some people here at times.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Or you could always make an executive decision and take the daggers from Gray and give them to the wizard.
You want what?
Although, an interesting thing in that last couple dungeons, too, and I don't know if it impacted the difficulty, but you guys may have noticed there are very few, like, aside from the first couple dungeons, there's very few traps at the moment.
Yeah. I noted as well. Like, at the end of the dungeon, hasn't been a single trap in that one.
Yeah. Citadel had no traps. Neither did the Hall of the Dwarven Kings, but the Hall of the Dwarven Kings was more of a getting you to rush out the door.
Yeah. The sense of urgency monster.
Yeah. I kind of like that one in a way.
But you're always free to add traps at your
I'm just
own.
wondering.
What's the word?
Discretion.
Discretion. Thank you, Gray.
Anytime. I'm still wondering what happened to the monsters that were chasing us. Like,
They
slammed the door shut in their face.
Yeah.
No, they pulled the Resident Evil 1 zombie moment. Oh shit, he went through the door. Guess we can't get him.
Right?
Hey guys, I got some sandwiches.
Archer just took one of his spare crossbows and put it in the bolt of the door.
There was another unseen hidden passage between the last dungeon and this, and we jumped so many pit traps that they could never catch up. That's it.
So it's not to say the game is perfect, obviously, but you know I've always wanted to kind of complete it without making many changes to it. I mean, I think we've made a few reasonable changes, but I'm looking forward to actually completing it, having never done it. So seeing how some of these mechanics play out is kind of neat.
Well, Socrates brings up that you want to be stronger, but you have a double healing spell. You got double the genie spell.
Sure. Oh yeah, now that I have those scrolls, but I won't have those scrolls forever. It's just, it's something that, and back to the other side of the coin of, me DMing, GMing, whatever, for so long, the fact that, when my players complain, shows that they're actually, getting a challenge. Which reminds me, Kage, I have a story for you when we meet up. A game that I run, basically my players really pissed me off, but that's a story for another time.